Hello, guys, and welcome to ZaffreCast. Today, I'm joined by Gio, who's ZaffreNet, and the founder of RuneZone, Nathan. So, how are you doing, guys? How are you?
Hi, not too bad, thanks.
I'm pretty good, thank you.
So, I suppose we'll go straight on to start asking Nathan's a few questions, if that's all right, Nathan.
Sure.
Right. So then, the first question for you today about RuneZone is: did you create the site, and how much did you have into creating it as a whole at the start?
Well, originally we used the content management system, um, so it's kind of all coded there for us. We just added the content on and that kind of stuff. And then just before we entered the year 2011, we merged with another fan site, um, and they had custom built software, which obviously I don't make that. It's all made by Death Slayer, who's the head of RuneZone.
All right. So, what is your day-to-day sort of job within RuneZone then?
I kind of took on a community management type role and public affairs. So I deal with all the emails we get in and emails we send out to people like Jagex and potential partners and affiliates. Other than that, it's just making sure RuneZone is running smoothly on like a management level. Um, yeah.
All right, that's cool. So, I know a lot of people will probably be wondering, seeing as you're a gold-rated fan site, is
Mhm.
how do RuneScape communicate with the fan sites then? How do they approach you, or how does it work in that respect?
Um, Initially, to get onto like the fan site program, you can submit your fan site through the RuneScape forums, and if you're successful, you'll get an email or an inbox from Jagex, and they'll talk to you about getting on board. And then from when you're bronze or silver, you just work towards getting to gold and platinum. And we started off as silver, straight to silver, and then
Right.
we moved to gold in late 2010, and yeah, we usually email them out once a day, really.
All right.
Just to keep in touch. Yeah, they send us teaser images, so we can put it up on our fan site, that kind of stuff.
So, how do they actually classify what sort of rating the fan site is then? Whether it's bronze, silver, gold? Is there any particular way they do that, or is it just on there deciding how much integration they want with you?
Yeah, they've got like a criteria, for example. Like the entry level bronze is just making sure the fan site is safe, no viruses or malicious stuff on it. Silver is like the websites don't have like real world trading advertisements on it. They acknowledge wherever copyright's been used, like content and images.
Hmm.
It's friendly, that kind of stuff. And to get onto gold, it's then they don't allow advertisements from other games. So, for example, RuneZone couldn't show an advertisement for World of Warcraft.
All right. Yeah.
That's what you got to be to gold. And then platinum is like you have hundreds of people on your site every day. It's the first to go place for RuneScape help and stuff. That's kind of platinum.
Hmm. Hmm. Is that the eventual aim for RuneZone then?
Yep. We've got like a pushing for platinum kind of motto at the moment.
All
So
right.
all of our staff team have got like specific tasks they're aiming for, and hopefully late this year, early 2012, we might be able to reach it. It's a lot of work though,
Oh
getting
wow.
all the content up. High quality, good events, radio shows, all that kind of stuff.
All right. Well, I wish you the best with that. So, have you actually done any radio in and on Rune Radio?
Um, I used to quite a lot back in 2010, but as the site's progressed, we've got a quite a healthy DJ team now,
Mhm.
and as such, there's not really any need for me to hop on. So no, not as much, but you might catch me there occasionally.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll look out for you then in the future. So, thank you very much for having you on the radio. But we're gonna crack on now with some of the RuneScape updates. So I'm sure you'll be able to come in now and again with certain things. I know you don't play RuneScape as much anymore, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You still might be able to pop in with a few questions. So anyway, this month, RuneScape will be showing us well. This month, Jagex has got loads more planned for the game, but it's been also quite a controversial month from the outset, with quite a few people complaining about the what is it? What are the points called again, Gio? I can't think now. the
loyalty points.
the loyalty points. So straight from the offset, we've had some quite negative things. First of all, though, we'll talk about the Fremennik sagas. I know, Runzone, you haven't seen them, so what do you think of the sagas then, Joe?
I thought they were pretty sweet, but they didn't last as long as I'd want them to. It's not really ongoing game content. Once you've done it once, you'll leave it alone, you get a bit of XP from it. I'd kind of compare it to a quest, really. It's not officially a quest. Story minigames, it's just a saga, really. But I thought it was pretty good, but it just didn't last long enough.
I mean, I know with RuneScape, and they'll probably bring out a lot more sagas in the future. And I mean, I quite enjoyed doing the sagas. I found the first one very difficult for some odd reason. I think I died about 3 times during that. I don't know how. I had everyone telling me that they didn't die through all 3, and I must have died at least 6 times on all 3 combined. So that wasn't the greatest of trips or accomplishments for me. But anyway, so on the whole, we think that was a good update, and we think it's a good way for the change in dungeoneering. Do you think that could possibly mean a new way of training dungeoneering in the future when there's a lot more sagas?
Potentially, and I think they're always looking into a way of training dungeoneering, solo by yourself. And if they do introduce a thing where we'll be able to take NPCs with us who are nearly as effective as players, like you can do on other games, for example, Guild Wars, I think that'd be pretty sweet. Maybe they're stepping towards that, or maybe they're just stepping towards more sagas across the game.
All right, okay. So that was the updates for this month. Now, sorry, for this week. That was the update for this week. But in the future, we have been told about a lot more things coming up in this month of June. So, Brunzo, you've read some of these, haven't you, Nathan?
Yeah, I've seen Troll Invasion and Deadliest Cats. I think there's a poll on that, was there?
Yeah, I think there was. There was the name choosing.
That was it. Yeah, and yeah, the loyalty points as well.
So we'll go on straight on to Deadliest Catch. What do you think that's going to entail? I don't know if you can remember this. It's the first quest that they're going to be bringing out, and it's going to have a fishing level of 70 and a hunter level of 67 and a thieving level of 60 required to do it. And there's a load of different XP rewards and stuff like that. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that'll be a nice, good quest, or?
I always think that Master Quests mean they're going to unlock like a big chunk of content. For example, Hunter, they said they were going to introduce a new way to get some Hunter XP. So I'm always looking forward to what it's going to unlock. As to what it will entail, I don't know. Because the Master Quests do seem to get a little easier each time.
Definitely. And Nathan?
Yeah, I didn't know it was a Master's Quest, and those requirements of only 70 fishing and 67 hunter and 60 thieving don't really seem too extreme for a Master's Quest.
But it does state that there will be opportunity for additional hunter XP, so I'm guessing that there's going to be a requirement a lot higher a level then.
Right, yeah.
Also, they're going to be giving you some wieldable fishing nets and a range of bank deposit boxes. Now, that sounds quite cool. When I read that, I thought to myself, I quite like the idea of that, and that looks quite good. Do you guys think they'd be good with a wieldable fishing net? Obviously, it's not going to be a massive change, but it's going to be a little change.
In the long run, yeah.
Yeah, well, having a little bit of space in your inventory just helps, so.
It does, indeed, you're right. Okay, so the next update this month will be Troll Invasion. Now, I quite like the idea of this. I think it's been asked for a long time, but rather than trolls, it's been asked for with zombies. But I don't know. What do you think of that, guys? What do you think about the update, guys? That one.
Well, for Troll Invasion, I love distractions and diversions, and I love like all the integration of distractions and diversions, such as penguins. I think it's gonna be pretty sweet to get XP. I'm just really hoping that it's actually difficult because we get a lot of monsters that from the offset seem like they're going to be quite difficult, but then they don't turn out to be that difficult. So I'm really hoping that the monster they're calling Cliff, the troll they're calling Cliff, is actually as scary as Jad. So I'm looking forward to that, and it's a nice way to get some XP. Doesn't matter much to me, but distraction diversions are always pretty sweet.
Yeah, Nathan.
Yeah, it looks good. I think it'd be good if they focus more on actual playing skill than kind of stats and levels with this. So you have to do more kind of strategic play and not just click and hopefully you'll beat the waves or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So if you were a troll, obviously this guy was named Cliff. What would your troll name be? Gio, what do you think your troll name would be?
I don't know. I think I'd have to have Geo in there somewhere. Maybe I could just have something simple like Grunt Geo.
Grunt Geo, right? Nathan.
Put me on the spot. Probably Grunt Zone. No. Yeah, no idea really. I probably just mixed the word Rune Zone up to make some sort of trollish name.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, that's a good idea. Obviously, I think it's the first thing you ate. So, I mean, most of us wouldn't have a very impressive name for our first thing that we ate as a little kid. I think probably mushy peas or something like that. So that would probably be my name, mushy peas. Yeah, do you agree with that?
I think that'd be quite a nice troll name.
Yeah.
Mushy peas, yeah,
Mushy.
could work.
Right, and finally, then, this month we've had something called or we will be getting something called loyalty rewards. Now, from the offset, people have been complaining on the forums that it's a small step for Jagex in order to start doing microtransactions for the game to buy items, etc. But Jagex did a Q&A session quickly, and they have confirmed that you won't be able to buy any of the items, and it'll just be through paying for membership each month. So I don't know. Do you like this change by Jagex for loyalty points?
I think I do, yeah, because I've always considered free to play kind of a demo. It's obviously not because RuneScape is a free game, but I mean more rewards for being a member and actually actively paying for the game would be pretty nice. So if it does mean some players are going to fall behind, for example, like, it'll probably be based on if your subscriptions lasted for 1 year. So you'll probably get something nice, and people who buy the membership month to month might find themselves in a bit of a situation where they're missing out on something. That's what I think about it. I'm not sure how it's all going to play out because they were quite vague in the behind the scenes, which I think caused most of the problems. Like, originally when I read it, I thought maybe you'll be getting loyalty points if you refer people to make a RuneScape account, which is a good idea for Jagex, but I don't necessarily like the idea. But I guess we'll just have to see because they were quite vague about how it's going to play out.
Mm-hmm. And Nathan?
Yeah, like you said, it is vague. So whether I don't know, they could base it off a whole host of things. Really, it could be off. I don't think they would do, but you never know. With like if you have a clean account, or like you said about membership, whether it's going to be if you're a member like consecutively for like a year, or whether it all adds up over the months or whatnot. Yeah, not too sure. Not too sure.
I think we'll definitely have to see with that, and we'll probably do a lot of in-depth analysis on that when the update finally comes out. But I think it's something to look forward to. Finally, we're going to be discussing I've got a new segment today that we're just going to try out for a little bit, and it's have a guess at what this word means.
Oh shit.
So I don't know. You might not know it. It might not turn out very good. You might end up knowing this word, and this is all on Urban Dictionary, so it's not going to be anything too formal in any way. So, guys, what do
Right.
you think the word net glow means?
It's
Oh no, you know it.
I do know it. Am I allowed to answer?
No, go on. Let Gio go first then if he
Okay.
doesn't know it. Go on.
Wait, I have no idea. Wait, maybe I do know. Maybe Nathan
Geo
gets it.
is a net glow.
Right. Okay. Oh right. Ah yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Oh my. I
What
have no
what what
idea.
are you, Gio? If you're a net glow, what are you?
Nerd. I have no idea.
Go on. Have a
I
guess.
I use the internet too much.
Get in there.
That's close. Close.
Oh, don't put me on the spot so much. Wait, I think if Nathan tells you, I'll tell him. I'll tell you whether he's correct or not.
All
Because
right. Okay.
maybe I do know.
Go on then, Nathan. Off you.
Does it mean you're like uh, more advanced online than in real life? Like you're better online than you
Yeah,
are in the real
it's
world?
pretty much that. It's someone that is better online than in real life.
Oh,
Ah,
I'm
you
quite
see,
offended.
take it as a compliment.
Would you?
Well, it depends how good you are online.
Or how crap you are in real life.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the point.
Well, you've got to decide which one's best then for you there.
Oh God.
So, and the idea it gave you there was that I've met him in real life. He's really below average without the net glow. So there we go. Without your net glow, Geo, you are below average.
Oh no.
Ah, no, I'm sure you're lovely.
Okay.
Um, anyway, thank you very much, guys, for listening to this week's ZaffreCast. If you have any ideas for future episodes of segments to add for the ZaffreCast, then please put them in the comment sections below, because this, remember, is a community podcast, and we do want to hear your opinions and your involvement in the cast. So anyway, guys, if you enjoy this video, comment, rate, and subscribe if you're not already. And thanks for watching this week, and we'll see you next time. So it's a goodbye from Gio, a goodbye from Nathan, and a goodbye from yourself. So see you guys.
Bam.
See you.
Oh, I was expecting someone to say like,
Yeah, I was expecting you guys to say see you.
I
oh
thought that
right,
was the end of the film. I thought
I
that
was
was
waiting for
cut.
Geo.
I thought that was cut.
No, say it again. Say goodbye now.
Oh shit, it's gonna be awkward. Right, go on, you can do it first, Geo.
See you guys.
See you later.
Oh, I'm not going to edit that.